English American Literature 2, Unit 8, the Glass Menagerie 1. Let us start with the analysis of Glass Menagerie by talking about some background information related to its author, Tennessee Williams. Tennessee Williams was born in 1911 in Columbus, Mississippi, and Tennessee is a nickname his friends at the college used to call him due to his heavy southern accent because he was from southern part of America. His mother suffered from hysteria and his sister Rose had serious mental problems, which led to a lobotomy operation. All those tragedies affected Tennessee Williams, and we can see how they are reflected in his plays. And he himself, Tennessee Williams, also suffered from illnesses during his childhood, so he was not a social kid. And he wrote plays, he wrote short stories in order to escape from his illnesses. Tennessee Williams worked at a shoe company where his father also worked and lived there a year after due to a nervous breakdown. So his family members were busy with different kinds of illnesses. He worked in Hollywood as a scriptwriter, and his plays carry so many autobiographical elements from his childhood, from his family members. He died in 1983 at the age of 71 as a result of a choking accident. And he wrote 25 full-length plays, 5 screenplays, over 71 act plays, hundreds of short stories, 2 novella, and poetry. So he was a very prolific writer. And if you have to talk about the Glass Menagerie, it was a memory play based on what the main character Tom remembers about his past, his family members, and he was both the narrator and the character in the play. So everything is told from Tom's point of view. So we can say that he is a highly subjective narrator in this sense. The play itself is rich in using some technical devices in order to carry out the storyline and remind the audience that it's a memory play. There were projectors, use of music, sceneries, etc. And when we look at the play, we can see lots of parallelisms between Tennessee Williams' life and the Glass Menagerie, the play. So let's talk about those similarities briefly. Tennessee Williams' real name is Thomas, and the main character in the play is Tom. So both of them are from the southern origin. Tennessee Williams had a sister named Rose who suffered from a mental illness, and similarly, Tom in the play has a sister, Laura, who is a crippled girl. Tennessee Williams' mother was from a rich southern family, and Tom's mother, Amanda, is also from a rich southern family. And Tennessee Williams' father was usually absent and had some drinking issues, whereas Tom also had a father who left home, left his family, and had drinking issues. Tennessee Williams himself writes a lot to escape from his problems, his health problems or family problems. And similarly, the character Tom writes poems to escape from the harsh realities of his life. And in Tennessee Williams' life, his sister Rose had a gentleman color, and similarly, Laura, Tom's sister, had a gentleman color in the play. When we have to talk about the Glass Menagerie, its performance, first of all, since it is a play written for performance, it is also known as the Gentleman Color, but then the name changed into the Glass Menagerie. It has cinematic qualities and new qualities with its music, lighting, and scenery. It is also a play performed in Broadway and gained different kinds of awards there. And it was filmed many times with different interpretations, so it's such a famous play. And the narrative point of view, all the events in the play are told from Tom Wingfield's point of view, as he remembers some kind of past events years after. So since everything is told from his point of view, it's as a kind of subjective area into the play. So there is the possibility that Tom's memory may distort the truth about the events and the characters. And Tom as a narrator is quite reflective about what has happened in this memory play. and says that the memory cannot be accepted as a reality, so we don't know for sure whether everything happened in the way as Tom is telling us. So we can conclude that this play is a first-person narrative. The main setting of the play is a Wingfield apartment in St. Louis. It's the kind of apartment that faces an alley and faces a dancing hall as well, and is entered by a fire escape. The lighting and the decoration of the house reflects the financial situation of the Wingfield family. Apparently, they are not in such a good condition. The stage is divided into upstage and downstage according to the rooms of the house, and the time of the play in general is at the beginning is an indefinite future, but the events that take place is winter and spring of 1937 before World War II starts. So the atmosphere of the play is before the World War II breaks. And so as a result, it has a tragic and bleak tone. There are some play-specific information which are quite important for this, for the understanding of this play. For instance, the screen. In its original sense, the play is projected using projection of many images and words on a screen, so it is unique in this sense. It stresses the importance of something related to the characters. Each projection stresses something important or refer to something in the past. In general, we can say that screen is used to make comments on the events and the characters, and it also serves as a tool for the memory of the events on Tom's mind. Since it's a memory play, screen is helping Tom to remember some past events, so it adds a cinematic atmosphere to the play. Music is also an important element in this play. It emphasizes the themes and it guides the action on the stage. Sometimes it can only be heard by the audience, not by the characters in some scenes, but in other scenes, the characters can also hear the music when it is played inside. Music, similar to the screen, adds the cinematic air into the play too. And all the musical pieces have some commentary on the action. All the musical pieces have importance to understand the scenes, the moods of the characters, and it is inconsistent with the characters as well.